stated, the legislative process will never deliver you from oppression. Who understands that? Who understands that? I'm heading to the airport, Chicago Africans. I'll see you again soon. Black people think they can pass bills and laws to save them. Do you know how long it can take a bill to get through Congress and finally get signed into law? Do you know how long it can take a bill to get through Congress and finally be signed into law? But you got black people talking about changing the laws. Chicago would have already been overtaken by the migrants by the time you get a change in the law. I'm not saying the legislative process can't be a part of the solution, but it cannot be the priority. I'm not saying legislative process can't be part of the solution, but it cannot be the priority. I'm not saying the legislative process cannot be part of the solution, but it cannot be the priority. Number 2, the electoral process.
In 1 mile, exit right.
The electoral process will never liberate you from oppression. I know y'all can't wait to vote. Some of y'all just voted last week in the midterms. Some of y'all just voted last week in the midterms. Can I ask you a question? What has changed since you cast your vote? Not a damn thing. Some of y'all think y'all can vote your way out of oppression. I've been over this with you all before. I've been over this with you all before. You still think the legislative process and the electoral process
In a quarter of a mile, exit right.
will free you from oppression. Neither will, neither can. Neither will, neither can. Neither will deliver you from oppression, neither can. Now, my Chicago Africans, let me ask y'all a question right now. My Chicago Africans, let me ask y'all a question right now. How dedicated are you to the liberation of Black Chicago? How dedicated are you to the freedom, justice, and equality of Black Chicago? And the reason I'm asking my Illinois Africans this question, the reason I'm asking my Illinois Africans this question is on my birthday, on the anniversary of the Haitian Revolution 2024, on the anniversary of the Nat Turner War 2024, on the anniversary of the execution of the great George Jackson 2024, I'm talking August the 21st. I'm talking August the 21st. On August the 21st, 2024, the Democratic National Convention will be held in Chicago. I'm going to say it again. Will the real revolutionaries please stand up? Will the real revolutionaries please stand up? Will the real revolutionaries please stand up?
Exit right.
August the 19th through August the 22nd. August the 19th through August the 22nd. August the 19th through August the 22nd, the Democratic National Convention will be in Chicago. Black Chicago, y'all need to turn it out. All American Africans, we need to show up and stand in solidarity with our Chicago Africans, and we need to turn it out. We need to turn it out. We need to turn it out. Disrupt the Democratic National Convention. Tear that shit up. Tear it down. I'm telling you, it's time for revolution. It's time for revolution. Chicago, what you gonna do? Joe Biden and Kamala Harris is coming to Chicago with the entire Democratic National Committee. The entire Democratic National Committee will be in Chicago next August 21st, the 19th through the 22nd. What are y'all going to do when they come to Chicago to nominate their next Democratic candidate for the U.S. presidency, which will likely be Joe Biden again? Which will likely be Joe Biden again. Now, somebody just said, don't tear it up, you'll get jail time. See, the scared Negro, somebody said, if you tear it up, you'll go to jail. My dear sister, we already know that. You want to know how we already know that? Bobby Seale, co-founder of the original Black Panther Party. One of our dear revolutionary elders, Bobby Seale of the original Black Panther Party, he came to Chicago and disrupted the Democratic National Convention back in the 1960s, and it landed him in jail. Bobby Seale, co-founder of the original Black Panther Party, came to Chicago in the 1960s, and he disrupted the Democratic National Convention 50 years ago. Shout out to Bobby Seale and all the elders of the Black Panther Party. Shout out to Bobby Seale and all the elders of the Black Panther Party. Bobby Seale did it. Bobby Seale did it. He became part of what? The Chicago 6 trial. Bobby Seale was bound and gagged in federal court. We know there's consequences, but the question is, do you want to be free? Because I'm going to tell you right now, as I've told you many times, this is the Prince of Pan-Africanism broadcasting live from Chicago. I'm going to tell you right now, as I've told you many times, I'm going to tell you right now, as I've told you many times, you got to break the law to change the law. Have you ever heard of Harriet Tubman? Has anybody ever heard of Queen Mother Harriet Tubman? Do you not know you got to break the law to change the law? Has anybody ever heard of the Honorable Frederick Augustus Washington Bailey Jr.? Not Junior, Washington Bailey. You got to break the law to change the law. Has everybody ever heard of Queen Mother Ida B. Wells? You got to break the law to change the law. Has everybody ever heard of the late, great Huey P. Newton? You got to break the law to change the law. Has anybody ever heard of the late, great Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.? You got to break the law to change the law. And you got Negroes on Instagram this morning saying, don't get locked up. Lord have mercy. And black people think they want to be free. You don't want to be free. You want to be comfortable. You ninjas don't want to be free. You want to be comfortable. You want to continue to enjoy the white American lifestyle while you're slowly genocided away. Your problem is money is black America's God. Let me say it again. Put the pastors on. Put the pastors on. Money is black America's God. Let me say it again. Y'all don't believe in no damn Jesus Christ. No, you don't, you lying asses. You don't believe in no damn Jesus Christ, Jehovah, Buddha, Muhammad. That's all nonsense. Y'all believe in money. Stop lying. Y'all worship money. What occupies the black mind all day long? It ain't freedom. It ain't justice. It isn't equality. What occupies the Negro mind 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, 12 months a year, 365 days? What are black folks most concerned about, occupied with? The acquisition of money. You're not thinking about Jesus Christ all day, every day. You're not thinking about Muhammad ibn Abdullah all day, every day. You're not thinking about Musa, Moses all day. You're not thinking about the Bible, the Quran, the Torah. You're not thinking about the Egyptian book of coming forth by day all day. You fake Afrocentrists, fake African spiritualists, fake Muslims, fake Christians, fake Hebrews, fake Nawapians, fake everything. You thinking about money. Your whole life is driven by money. Stop lying. Stop lying. I'm headed to the airport, family. Chicago Africans, I will be back, God willing, by the end of the year. All they thinking about is money. Y'all, somebody said don't get locked up. You think you're going to get free without getting locked up? You think you're going to overcome racism without getting locked up? Do you think Black Chicago is going to get rid of the migrants without getting locked up? You know nothing about American African history. You know nothing about liberation. You know nothing about our history within the freedom struggle. You know nothing. You know nothing. I'm pulling up in Midway. Where my Midway queens at? Where my Midway airport African queens at? Where my Midway queens at? Looking all fine in your Delta Airlines outfit. Looking all fine in your American Airlines outfit. Looking all fine in your Continental Airlines outfit. Looking all fine in your Ethiopian Airlines outfit. Oh yes, where my stewardesses at? Lord have mercy.
In 0.1
5 extra
right.
thick. Brothers and sisters, I'm dead serious, Africans. The Democratic National Convention is in Chicago next Revolutionary August. The Democratic National Convention is in Black Chicago next Revolutionary August. What is Black America willing to do? This is not just about Chicago. This is not just about Chicago. This is about the future of Black America. This is not just about Chicago. This is about the future of Black America.
In half a mile.
You said, why do they want the migrants to overtake Chicago? 3 reasons. Why do they want the migrants to overtake Chicago? 3 reasons. Number 1, Chicago is the only predominantly Black U.S. congressional district in the United States of America. Chicago is the only predominantly Black U.S. congressional district in the United States of America. Chicago has the only predominantly Black U.S. congressional district in the United States of America. They want to destroy Black power. They want to destroy Black power. They want to destroy Black power. They say if we can destroy that Black congressional district in Chicago, Black America will never be able to control their destiny ever again. Ever again. Ever again. And when they done busting up Chicago, they're going to bust up Detroit, and they got to bust up Memphis, because Memphis, Detroit is very Black, and they think they can take them back. I hope my Detroit Africans are listening. I hope my Memphis, Tennessee Africans are listening. When they done busting up Chicago Black power, because Chicago is the biggest and the baddest. When they done busting up Chicago Black power, because Chicago is the biggest and the baddest, they come into Detroit, and they're going to bust up Detroit Black power, and then they're going to bust up Memphis, Tennessee Black power, and they still working on busting up Jackson, Mississippi Black power. I'ma say it again. Y'all don't hear me though. I'ma say it again, but y'all don't hear me though.
Turn left.
I'ma say it again, but y'all don't hear me though. This the Prince of Pan-Africanism heading to Midway Airport. This is the Prince of Pan-Africanism heading to Midway Airport in Chicago. Gotta get ready for Memphis next Saturday. Black Parent Boot Camp in Memphis. Go to my website, drumarjohnson.com, and register for the Black Parent Boot Camp in Memphis, Tennessee, next Saturday, November the 25th, 9 to 5 p.m. Come and learn how to save your children, the A through Z of how to save your kids from special ed, public ed, in mental health? Who's coming to the Memphis, Tennessee Black Parent Boot Camp?
Right.
Go to drumarjohnson.com and pay your $50 right now. Go to drumarjohnson.com and pay your $50 right now. Go to drumarjohnson.com and pay your $50 right now. Next Saturday, November the 25th. Anybody can come. I'm a Pan-Africanist. I don't do borders. I do black power. Anybody can come. I'm not a Pan-Africanist. I don't do borders. I do black power. Anybody can come. I'm a Pan-Africanist.
Turn left.
I don't do borders.
Keep left.
I do black power. I don't do borders. I do black power.
Turn left. And then keep left.
I don't do borders. I do black power. I don't do borders.
Turn left.
I do black power. Brothers and sisters, so they want to destroy the black power. They want to destroy the black power of Chicago.
Turn left. And then keep right.
They want to destroy the black power of Chicago. They want to destroy it, brothers and sisters. And so, that's number one. Number two, white people want Chicago back. White people want Chicago back. See, what they did was they let black folks tear it down so they can get it back real cheap. And they want it back. Chicago is a beautiful city.